So ang papag-usapan po natin is yung yung pag-inhibit mga senator judges, okay? Kasi of course yung mga anti-impeachment po yung mga pro-conviction, anti-VP Sara po na mga parties, they are pushing for the inhibition daw ng mga senator judges na gusto ipa-dismiss yung case, which is sila Senator Bato, Senator Bongo, Senator Amy, Senator Padilla. Basically yung Duterte block po gusto nila ipa-inhibit. Tapos ngayon si Vice President Sara Duterte naman po nag-press conference din siya kung saan diniscuss din niya dapat daw yung mga pro-conviction tapos anti-VP Sara is dapat din daw po mag-inhibit, which is sila Senator Risa Hontiveros po yun. Kasi si Senator Coco Pimentel, he is already outgoing hindi na po siya may involved sa 20th Congress, okay? So for today po, explain ko yung ano ba talaga yung trabaho po ng mga senator judges, ano ba yung expectation sa kanila as senator judge, at ikumpara po natin dun sa Code of Judicial Conduct po regarding naman po to sa mga regular court judges kung ano yung requirement sa kanila. Okay, and magbibigay na lang din po ako ng mga personal observations at kung kanino ba mas papabor tong situation kung let's say po mag-inhibit nga talaga lahat ng Duterte senators at mag-inhibit naman to si Senator Risa or yung mga pro-impeachment, pro-conviction po na senators. Okay, so good day everybody. This is AttorNEIL Abayon po, your quote-unquote favorite DDS lawyer. So anyway, promote ko lang po ng konti yung Facebook ko kung bago po tayo mag-start sa discussion natin. Okay, so kung gusto niyo po yung mga ganito, yung mga maritesan, lately po kasi nag-aano tayo nagsascrutinize tayo ng mga pictures. So kung gusto niyo po marites sa mga ganito, follow niyo lang po ako sa Facebook, okay? And kung nag-enjoy naman po kayo sa video na to or any of my past videos, wag niyo naman po kalimutan naman mag-subscribe sa YouTube channel ko. Anyway, yan lang po gusto ko sabihin. Ngayon, start na po tayo sa discussions natin. So for today po, we have 4 main questions. So hindi ko na nalagay yung sub-questions kasi minsan nanganganak na lang po talaga yan based kung ano yung dinidiscuss ko po. Minsan may naisip na lang tayo. Pero for our main questions po, ang una-una dyan is kung ano ba ang kailangan talaga sa isang judge, okay? So ito po, in question na to does not mean only for senator judges. Ito po also, I will also be discussing yung mga requirements sa mga regular court judges natin. Kasi yung rules naman po kasi ng Senate regarding senator judges, it is very vague, very konti po yung mga words nandun sa resolution number 39. So tingnan na lang din po natin yung Code of Judicial Conduct for number 1. And then number 2, i-correlate naman po natin yung Code of Judicial Conduct sa kailangan talaga or ano ba talaga ang duty ng senator judge. This one, titingnan naman po natin yung oath na ginawa ng senator judges. Nakalagay po to sa resolution number 39, okay? And then number 3, kung due to the actions po ba of Senator Bato and Senator Risa, pwede ba sabihin na may partial justice sila, okay? And then last question po natin is kung mag-inhibit si Senator Bato at Senator Risa, mas pabor ba yun sa defense or sa prosecution, okay? And more or less po, magbibigay lang din ako ng short conclusion, personal observations ko rin po after we discuss these 4 questions. Ngayon punta po tayo muna sa number 1. So for question number 1 po natin, kung ano ba talaga yung kailangan or expected of regular court judges, ang titingnan po nating kaso dyan is itong Criselda C. Gacad versus Judge Hilarion P. Clapis Jr. So this is a 2012 case pa po. This is one of the landmark cases po regarding yung requirement of impartiality sa judges. So ang pinakamaganda pong diniscuss ng Supreme Court dito is this one. So ang sabi po ng Supreme Court, it is an ironclad principle that a judge must not only be impartial, he must also appear to be impartial at all times, okay? Being in constant scrutiny by the public, his language, both written and spoken, must be guarded and measured lest the best of intentions be misconstrued. Needless to state, any gross misconduct seriously undermines the faith and confidence of the people in the judiciary. So yung pinaka-important po nating iti-take note dito is this one po talaga. Yan. Okay? So ibig sabihin po ng ironclad principle, ibig sabihin yan po ay isang prinsipyo na hindi pwede baliwalain, hindi pwede i-disregard, or in other words, dapat po talaga palaging sundin or gawin ng mga judges. Okay? At yung ironclad principle na yan is that yung isa pong judge, isang huwes, is dapat daw hindi lang siya impartial or hindi lang siya pero dapat po meron din siyang appearance or pagtingnan po siya ng reasonableng tao, mukha po talaga siyang impartial or unbiased at all times sa lahat ng oras, okay? So dapat hindi po siya actual bias only, but he must also appear impartial or appear unbiased, okay? So kahit na po wala siyang ginawang action na mukhang biased, dapat yung appearance pa lang po niya kahit wala siyang ginagawa is yun nga, mukha po talaga siyang impartial or unbiased. Yan po yung requirements sa mga judges po natin. This is based po on the Code of Judicial Conduct. Okay, so I am explaining this lang po para pwede natin siya apply for discussion purposes to senator judges kasi again, like what I stated earlier, very vague lang po kasi yung guidelines set by the resolution number 39 po sa mga senator judges kung ano yung required sa kanila. So tingnan na lang natin yung mga basic principles na kailangan sa regular court judges, which is ito po yun. They must not only be impartial but must also appear impartial at all times. Okay? At yung test po na required dito is what we call the test of reasonableness. Okay? So, in-explain ko na to multiple times yung test na to. So, basically, ang ibig sabihin po nito, kung ikaw po ay isang reasonableng tao, meaning alam mo yung buong facts, yung situation sa topic na pinapag-usapan, tas kung ikaw ba as a reasonable person, kung titingnan mo po yung judge na yun, mukha ba siyang biased or mukha ba siyang unbiased? Yun po yun. Yun yung test of reasonableness. Okay? So, tayo po lahat, mga political observers, yung nakasubaybay sa impeachment case ni VP Sara, nakasubaybay po sa mga senator judges natin. Kung alam po natin yung mga political affiliation sa mga senator judges, we can be considered as reasonable persons po in relation po with this principle dun sa mga senator judges natin. Okay? So, pwede po yan ngayon. Tanungin ninyo sarili ninyo. Tapos, pwede po tayo niyan. I-discuss po natin yan sa comment section. Kung tingin ba natin being a reasonable person is unbiased ba talaga yung mga senator judges natin. So, dito po yung pinapag-usapan natin is yung Duterte block the senators and then yung block naman po nila Senator Risa Hontiveros. Okay? Ngayon punta naman po tayo sa question number 2. So yung question number 2 po natin is kung ano ba talaga ang duty ng senator judge. And for that po, tingnan natin yung oath nila under dun sa resolution number 39. Okay, so ito po yan, may kita natin. Page 94 po to ng Senate Rules. I-search nyo lang po to sa Senate website, lalabas naman po to eh. So ito po nakalagay, form of oath to be administered to the members of the Senate and the presiding officers sitting in the trial of impeachments. So I solemnly swear that in all things appertaining to the trial of the impeachment of, so dito po ngayon, Vice President Sara Duterte, now pending, I will do impartial justice according to the Constitution and laws of the Philippines. Okay, so yung pinaka-important po nilang gagawin is ito po, will do impartial justice according to the Constitution and the laws of the Philippines. Okay, pero before po tayo mag-discuss, i-play ko po muna sa inyo yung actual na pag-oath po ng mga senators natin para ma-verify lang po natin kung ito ba talaga yung sinabi lang nila or kung meron ba silang dinagdag dito or binawas para po mas klaro yung discussion talaga natin. So ngayon po nasa YouTube naman tayo. This time pumunta na lang ako sa Senate of the Philippines mismo para iwas iwas controversy. So you can look for this po, Senate session number 55 dated June 10, 2025. Yung timestamp po niyan is 2 hours 19 minutes. Ito na po yung nanumpa sila. Okay? Ngayon i-play ko po muna yung video.
And now request everyone to please rise. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Solemnly swear that in all things appertaining to the trial of the impeachment of Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, now pending, I will do impartial justice according to the Constitution and the laws of so help me God.
Okay.
You may take your seat.
So kita po natin, 'di ba? Same lang po yung oath na ginawa nila dun sa pinakita ko sa inyo under resolution number 39. In short, wala po silang dinagdag or binawas based dun sa resolution number 39 na finlash ko. Okay? Ngayon i-discuss ko na po kung ano ba talaga ibig sabihin ng impartial justice. So ang ibig sabihin po ng impartial justice, unang-una i-Tagalog ko po muna. Ang ibig sabihin po niyan is patas na hustisya. Okay? Magbibigay po dapat sila as senator judges ng patas na hustisya sa akusado dito sa impeachment case. Meaning yung hustisya po na ibibigay nila is based according only to the Constitution and laws of the Philippines. So dapat sundin po yung Constitution at yung batas. In short, hindi po pwede yung personal opinions lang nila. Lahat po ng i-argue nila or i-discuss po nila regarding the impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte, dapat po laging may legal basis. May it be from the Constitution or from the laws po dito sa bansa natin. Okay? Dapat ganun po yung gagawin nila. Okay? Again, yung impartial justice po, ibig sabihin is patas na hustisya. Ang dapat po yung hustisya na ibibigay nila is base lang po sa Constitution at sa batas natin at hindi yung mga personal opinions lang po ng mga senator judges. Okay? So kung ako po tatanungin, magbibigay muna ako ng first comment regarding that, yung impartial justice according to the Constitution and laws lang, di ba? Kasi kung titingnan po ninyo ngayon, may mga ilang senators po, pag ini-interview sila, sinasabi nila, in my personal point of view, in my personal opinion, so on and so forth. Pag ganyan po, that has no place po sa impeachment trial, okay? Because it is very clear here, as a senator judge, dapat po yung hustisya na binibigay ninyo is nakabase lang sa Constitution at sa batas po ng Pilipinas. Hindi po pwede yung mga personal opinions ninyo because again, they are now senator judges, so they have this strict duty po, they have this oath na dapat po talaga nila gampanan. Okay, so yan lang po yung pinakaunang gusto kong klaruhin kasi madami po tayong naririnig na mga personal opinions, so on and so forth. Again, hindi po dapat ganyan. Let us stick to the Constitution and to the laws of the Philippines when they make statements po as senator judges kasi yan po yung pinakamandato talaga nila. Okay? Ngayon, punta na tayo sa next question natin. So ang next question naman po natin is, dahil ba sa mga actions ni Senator Bato and Senator Risa, pwede ba sabihin na may partial justice or may bias na hustisya sila na ginagawa? 'Di ba? Kasi tandaan po natin, 'di ba? Dapat impartial justice based on the Constitution and the law lang yung actions nila as senator judges. So ngayon, para po mas klaro tayo, i-establish ko muna kung ano ba yung mga actions na ginawa nila Senator Bato. Of course, si Senator Bato, yung ginawa po niya is yung gusto niya mag-motu proprio dismissal ng impeachment complaint ni Vice President Sara Duterte. So nagka-issue po dun si Senator Bato kasi yung ginawa po niya una is a motion to dismiss. So tama naman po yun na dapat hindi motion yung ginawa ni Senator Bato, but I have already explained this naman po in my past videos. So ang gusto naman po talaga mangyari dun ni Senator Bato is basically ma-dismiss motu proprio ang case due to jurisdictional issues and constitutional lapses. Yun po yung gusto gawin ni Senator Bato. So sa ganung action po ni Senator Bato, the way to correct that po is just by issuing an order, tapos dapat po nag-motion na lang siya to put into a vote yung order niya of dismissal motu proprio based on jurisdictional issues. So again, ulitin ko lang po, tama naman na hindi dapat nag-motion si Senator Bato. However, hindi dapat natin yung gawin na parang because of motion, ibig sabihin wala na palang motu proprio dismissal yung court. Hindi po yun ganun. Magkaiba po kasi yun eh. Mali lang yung ginawa ni Senator Bato na motion to dismiss. However, the power to dismiss motu proprio is meron pa rin po yung korte or yung senator judge. Because I have already explained this also in my past video. So, in-adapt naman po nila yung rules of court. Under the rules of court, meron pong motu proprio dismissal powers ang isang korte. Okay? So, dapat ang proper doon, nag-issue ng order si Senator Bato, tapos nag-move siya para pagbotohan nila. So, ang nangyari dito, pinagbotohan naman nila, pero motion, pero order of return na lang yung nangyari. Order of remand. Hindi na po order of dismissal. Okay, so yun po yung ginawa ni Senator Bato. Ngayon naman, ang ginawa ni Senator Risa, yung alam natin ginagawa niya lately, is she is very vocal para mag-convene yung impeachment trial court. Basically, parang gusto niya madaliin na mag-start na talaga yung impeachment trial court. And then, yun nga, mag-convene, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos she was objecting dun sa mga gustong dismissal orders ng nila Senator Bato. So ngayon, i-discuss po natin kung pwede ba talaga makonsider as because of those actions nila. Kasi kay Senator Bato, ang dating po, kung ikaw po reasonable person, ang dating po nun, di ba, kung titingnan natin, parang pabor siya sa acquittal, di ba? Kasi gusto niya ipa-dismiss agad eh. Tapos si Senator Risa naman, yung dating naman sa atin as reasonable persons, pag titingnan natin, mukhang pabor naman siya sa conviction kasi gusto niya madaliin na yung impeachment na magsimula. So ngayon, ang question po talaga natin, pwede ba yun sabihin because of those actions na may partial justice sila or may biases silang dalawa? Therefore, dapat ba mag-inhibit talaga yung dalawang senators na yun? Okay? So ngayon, isa-isahin po natin yan. So unang-una po tatandaan natin ibalik natin dun sa oath. Okay? Yun yung pinaka-foundation po kasi ng power ng judge or yung responsibility ng isang judge. Again, a senator judge must do impartial justice according to the Constitution and laws of the Philippines. So ang question, unahin natin kay Senator Bato. Si Senator Bato po, gusto niya magkaroon ng order of dismissal motu proprio. Ang question, meron bang basihan yung ganong action ni Senator Bato? Okay? And like what I've already explained in my past videos, meron po yung legal basis. Because again, the senator judges, they have adopted the rules of court, and under the rules of court po, merong power to motu proprio dismiss ang isang korte when there are technical issues or jurisdictional issues po sa isang kaso. Okay, so ang sagot po dyan, ang ginawa pong action ni Senator Bato is based on the law of the Philippines. Therefore, hindi po yun ibig sabihin ginawa niya yun is pabor agad siya for a acquittal. 'Di ba? Kasi nandun po yun sa kapangyarihan niya as a senator judge 'Di ba? Na yun nga, mag motu proprio dismissal. Okay? And then ito po, idagdag ko na lang din po pala kasi madami pa rin talagang nako-confuse dun sa concept of jurisdiction. Sa jurisdiction kasi, meron po yung dalawa, yung actual jurisdiction ng court over a case, which is yan yung jurisdiction over the subject matter, versus yung exercise of jurisdiction po ng korte. So dito po, i-apply natin yan sa impeachment trial court. So may kita naman po natin, 'di ba, sa Article 11 ng 1987 Philippine Constitution, the Senate shall have the sole power to try and decide an impeachment case, 'di ba? Therefore, yung jurisdiction over an impeachment case, yung jurisdiction over the subject matter is with the Senate Impeachment Trial Court. Okay? Pero hindi naman po porket ibig sabihin binigay yung subject matter jurisdiction sa Senate is ibig sabihin hindi na dapat mag-comply sa mga other constitutional provisions kung paano nasimulan yung isang impeachment trial court, di ba? In other words po, kung meron pong potential constitutional lapses, pwede pa rin pong hindi na exercise ng maayos yung Senate Impeachment Trial Court yung jurisdiction niya over that case. So para po mas maintindihan ninyo, bibigyan ko po kayo ng example sa regular courts. So in regular courts po kasi, mandatory requirement po talaga na dapat pirmahan ng isang abogado yung pleading pag-file niya dun sa korte. Okay? So yan po yung isang requirement. Tapos pag hindi po pirmahan ng abogado yung pleading pagpadala niya or pag-file po niya sa korte, ang epekto po niyan is parang walang pleading na final sa korte mismo. Therefore, hindi po na-exercise ng korte yung jurisdiction niya over that pleading or over that case kahit na po under the law sa kanya binigay yung jurisdiction ng kasong yon. Okay? So dito po sa impeachment trial court or sa impeachment case ni Vice President Sara Duterte, ang ina-explain po ng mga Duterte senators dito is that there are jurisdictional issues on the part of the impeachment complaint of the articles of impeachment because there is a violation of the 1-year bar rule. Okay? Therefore, kung may violation tapos defective yung impeachment complaint, ang epekto po nun, according po to sa senator judges, more or less po kasi ganito yung legal theory nila. So considering there are potential constitutional violations in relation to the 1-year bar rule, parang walang final din na impeachment na complaint sa kanila. Therefore, hindi po na-exercise ng Senate Impeachment Trial Court yung jurisdiction nila over the impeachment case. Okay? Yan po yung gusto ko lang din klaruhin kasi naguguluhan po yung iba sinasabi na yung Constitution sabi Senate yung may jurisdiction, therefore sila lang talaga dapat. Again, hindi po dapat ganun yun. Kailangan pa rin sundin yung procedure kung paano ba umabot sa korte yung impeachment complaint. Okay? And yung position ng mga Duterte senators, for them, may constitutional violations, specifically of the 1-year bar rule. Therefore, hindi dapat nila yan aksyonan kasi wala silang jurisdiction or hindi nila na-exercise yung jurisdiction nila over the case. Okay? And when I mention Duterte senators po pala, hindi ko po ibig sabihin niya na pabor yan kay VP Sara for an acquittal. Ginagamit ko lang po yung term na Duterte senators para mas madali po natin ma-identify kung sino yung tinutukoy ko dito sa discussion natin. Again, going back, i-summarize ko lang. Yung action ni Senator Bato to motu proprio dismiss, that is still part of his duty as a senator judge kasi that is based on the laws of the Philippines, specifically po sa rules of court natin. So if you want a more detailed explanation, tingnan nyo na lang po yung past videos ko, in-explain ko naman po yan. Okay? So ngayon punta naman po tayo sa side ni Senator Risa Hontiveros. So sa side po ni Senator Risa Hontiveros, hindi rin po natin masasabing partial siya or biased siya kasi yung pag-push po niya para mag-convene yung Senate, magmadali, so on and so forth, yung impeachment trial court is nasa Constitution din po kasi yun di ba? May provision dun The Senate shall forthwith proceed with the trial. Okay, so yun yung pinupukpuk po ni Senator Risa Hontiveros. So because of the actions ni Senator Risa dun, hindi po natin masasabing biased din siya or partial siya because like katulad dun kay Senator Bato, di ba? Kay Senator Bato, rules of court yung basis niya. niya. Dito naman kay Senator Risa, Constitution yung basis niya, okay? And klaruhin ko na lang din po, unahan ko na kayo kasi sasabihin na naman yan for sure yung mga two political groups. Baka sabihin nila kay Senator Bato, rules of court lang. Kay Senator Risa, Constitution. So mas pabor kay Senator Risa dapat. Again, hindi po dapat ganun yun, di ba? Kasi yung power po to apply or to adopt the Senate impeachment rules is with the Senate, di ba? At yung Senate, in-adopt nila mismo yung rules of court. So since in-adopt nila yung rules of court, binding na yun sa kanila, meaning kailangan po nila yun sundin, okay? And we have to remember yung pag-adapt po nila ng rules of court, that is a constitutional duty given also to the Senate. So hindi porket rules of court yung basis ni Senator Bato is mas mahina yun. Kasi yun nga po, yung rason kung bakit nagkaroon ganong basis si Senator Bato is because of the constitutional mandate sa Senate na they should adopt their own rules for impeachment, okay? So kung ako po tatanungin, both parties naman po dito, hindi natin pwede makonsider na may biases sila kasi yung action sa po nila is may legal basis. So therefore, pasok yun siya dito sa I will do impartial justice according to the Constitution and laws of the Philippines. So it would just appear na may bias sila or mukhang naglo-lawyer sila for the prosecution kay Senator Risa or for the defense kay Senator Bato kasi they are pushing for legal actions na it would appear favorable to one side, pero since may legal basis naman yon within the powers of the court, allowed naman po yan ng batas natin at ng Constitution po natin. Okay? And then yung last question po natin ngayon, kung mag-inhibit si Senator Bato at Senator Risa, mas pabor ba yun sa defense or sa prosecution? Okay, so ang sagot po dyan is mas pabor po yan sa defense kay VP Sara kung mag-inhibit silang dalawa. Kasi kung tatandaan po natin, ang requirement sa Constitution is strict 2/3 vote of all members of the Senate para po sa isang conviction. So ibig sabihin po niyan, kahit na mag-inhibit yung ilang senators, yung magiging basis pa rin po of the 2/3 vote is the total number of senators, 24. Therefore, kailangan pa rin nila ma-reach yung 16 kahit na let's say mag-inhibit silang dalawa, so naging 22, hindi po yun yung magiging basis. Yung number 24 pa rin po yung magiging basis for the conviction. Kasi very strict po yung Constitution natin dyan. Anyway, ipakita ko po sa inyo para mas magets po ninyo yung point ko. So ito po, this is still in Article 11 po, Accountability of Public Officers. So ito talaga naging favorite na natin to sa ilang videos na Section 3, Paragraph 6. So nakalagay po dyan, no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. So kung makita po ninyo, of all the members, wala pong further qualification or requirement na ginawa or binigay yung Constitution. Therefore, since all the members of the Senate is 24, yun po yung magiging basis nitong 2/3 requirement. So yung 2/3 of 24 is 16. Therefore, kung mabawasan ng isa si Senator Risa na mukhang mas pabor, hindi ko po sinasabing ano siya, automatic na magiging conviction, but it appears in the mind of a reasonable person is mas mukha siyang leaning towards a conviction. Okay? So pag mabawasan po yung pabor sa conviction or yung may appearance na pabor sa conviction is mas lugi po doon yung prosecution at mas favorable po yun sa defense. Again, because of this requirement na 2/3 of all the members of the Senate. Okay? So yun po yung sagot sa question na yan, kung kanino ba mas papabor kung mag-inhibit si Senator Bato at si Senator Risa. Okay? And magbigay lang din po ako ng mga final remarks na gusto ko lang talaga bigyan ng emphasis, okay? Kasi kung tatandaan po natin, again, laging pinupukpuk po yung side nula Senator Bato, yung mga quote-unquote Duterte senators na pabor daw sila or very obvious daw na maka-VP Sara sila because they are moving or they wanted an order of dismissal to be issued. Tatandaan po natin, yung basis po ng order of dismissal nila is also based on a constitutional provision, okay? Specifically, yung sa 1-year bar na dapat within a period of 1 year, isang impeachment complaint lang yung ma-initiate. So hindi po yun siya natin masasabi na pabor agad sila because gusto nila ng dismissal kasi yung basihan po nila is also a constitutional provision naman po. So it would just appear in the eyes natin, tayo pong mga reasonable observant, reasonable person, mukhang may biases sila. But at the end of the day po, if we really look at the Constitution, the laws, the rules of court natin, they are simply exercising their functions as a senator judge within the limitations provided to them by the Constitution and by the laws. Okay? Nagmumukha lang silang biased or may partiality kasi alam po natin yung political affiliations nila. Diba? Si Senator Bato, of course, alam natin PDP laban, that is pro-Duterte. And then si Senator Risa, akbayan, so alam naman natin that is anti-Duterte. Pero mahirap po kasi pag yun yung gagawin nating basihan lang yung political affiliations nila. Dapat tingnan lang po natin kung yung actions ba nila ay may basihan sa batas or kung wala ba silang legal basis or kung meron man pero mukhang binabaluktot na lang nila yung batas to favor their other side. Pero from how I see it po talaga, from how I explained in this video, in my past videos, both sides naman po may legal basis. Therefore, yung pinaka-conclusion ko po is dapat po hindi sila mag-inhibit kasi yung actions nila, although it appears politically na may biases, pero legally wala naman kasi may legal basis po yung actions nila. Okay, so anyway, hanggang dyan lang po muna yung discussions natin. If you like more impeachment videos po, madami-dami na po tayong nagawa niyan. So ilalagay ko na lang po yan dito sa gilid ng mukha ko. Dito po yan lalabas kung nasa YouTube kayo na side. So i-click nyo na lang po yan. So hopefully klaro po yung discussion natin for today. If you like legal educational videos to current events, follow lang po kayo sa akin sa social media. Until next time, see you all po. Bye-bye!